Gentefied is one of the best shows I've seen. Me and my sister and my dad binge watched it the first night, and this is what we love about it. You represented where I grew up in that area so well. What was it about the script that you just you had to be a part of it?
It's also my home too. I'm born and raised in East LA, and once I finally opened those pages and was going through, I was like, this is an authentic voice. Because there were brown creators behind it. And I think that's sometimes the disconnect that happens. The things that have been created for us haven't been created by us. And that's the difference with this project. The creators are both Latinx and Chicanos, from the east side, maybe not East LA in particular, but they're very, I mean, when you go east, you know that experience, and they were so adamant about being authentic to what was happening. And I think they executed it beautifully. And reading those pages, I was like, I talk like this. And they gave me the freedom. They gave us the freedom just to be ourselves. We didn't have to put on an accent. We didn't have to add anything other that wasn't us. We didn't have to code switch. But if we did, we understood why it served the role. You know what I mean? There were so many. And they made these characters multidimensional. I mean, my character in particular, she's a girl from the hood that goes out, gets an education, not only an education, but goes to an Ivy League school. We know how hard it is coming from lower income areas. It's terrifying to get out of your comfort zone. And not only did she get out, she came back and saw that her community was worth pouring into. And I think it's her job is a representation of that, but also her relationship with Eric is a representation of that, because she understands that our men are worth pouring into. They're not these angry, aggressive burros. They're impassioned and they're intelligent and they have fire, but they haven't been given the outlets to release that. They've been vilified because of the systematic oppression that's been happening and the systematic racism that goes on, and because it's so systematic, we don't realize we do it to ourselves. And I think that's what this show is just shedding a light on.
Exactly, and that's the one thing, my sister connected with your character a lot because my sister Lisa, she went to Mission High School and then went to Cal State Fullerton, and now she's the head of real estate for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Hell yeah.
And when she saw your character, she was like, I relate. And that was the first time she could really say, I relate.
Oh my gosh.
And that's something that's really cool about this show. I think it's so important, this show.
Thank you so much. That is the only thing I ever want to do. Be able to tell stories and stories that matter, and if I can give just one person a piece of themselves back, and a piece of themselves back that they can revere and be excited about, God, I've done my job. I'm living my purpose, and I'm so grateful for you and these words and for your sister. Thank you so much.
And one last thing, What can you tell the MUSE audience to get them to watch Gentefied on Netflix?
Oh my God, what can't I? The music is good. Carlos Santos, who's right here next to me, is hilarious. The cast is great. You're going to see yourself. You're going to see your cousins. This guy right here. I love him. Look at that. And we actually love each other.
Interview. Bye.
Please watch the show. I promise you won't regret it. And if you do, I'm sorry.
No problem. And thank you so much.